Every week in this series, we've invited a guest, someone that's a part of our community who knows something about the business of success, to give us about 5 minutes on their tips for success. And this weekend, we're joined by my friend Sara Fahrenkamp, who, along with being a great wife and mom, know her and her husband Brad and their family well. She's also a prayer warrior, and her job is Senior HR Manager for, I gotta get the title right, Global Skin and Personal Care at a little company you may have heard of called Procter & Gamble. So she literally manages the careers of hundreds of people at the executive level at P&G. Some of you in this room, you're here because she's your HR manager, and you thought it'd be a good job to come when your HR manager was speaking at church. Good career move for you, right? So Sara is gonna be talking to us about something that probably resonates with many of us. Anybody wanna get promoted? Anybody interested in getting promoted right now? Yeah. So Sara is gonna talk about secrets to getting promoted. So welcome up my friend, Sara Fahrenkamp.
Hi, good morning. As Chuck said, I'm in human resources at P&G, and a big part of my job is staffing people. And so I get a lot of invitations for coffees and lunches to talk to people about their careers. And the conversation always starts the same. Sara, how do I get promoted? Fast. The fast is important to people. Do I need to develop different skills? Do I need to work on a different project? What role should I have next? Do I need to work for the right person? What do I do to get promoted? Because in the corporate world, promotion equals success. It tends to mean more money. It tends to mean more power. It tends to mean more authority. So that's what people want. So I'm going to tell you the 3 things I tell them over coffee and lunch. First, I tell them, do your job well. That sounds really common, but it's one of the secrets to getting promoted. I tell them it doesn't matter what your role is. It doesn't matter if it's a bigger job or smaller job. While some jobs may have the spotlight shown on them a little bit brighter, the people I've seen over time get promoted the fastest and be the most successful decided that whatever the job was, whatever the role is, they were going to do it to the best of their ability. Several years ago, we had a woman that we placed into a role. And the hallway conversations behind the scenes were something like, oh, she got that role. Meaning, she must not be very good and she'll never get promoted out of that role. But she made a conscious decision to do the job to the best that she could every single day. And over months and a year, people started taking notice that the job that no one wanted to do, she was knocking out of the park. And she proceeded to get promoted much faster than most of her peers, simply because she did her job that she was given to the best of her ability. The second thing I tell people is, be a joy to be around. No one wants to work with a Debbie Downer. When I'm placing people, my executives ask me for people with great skills, but they also usually come to me and say, I want someone that can speak life into this team. I want someone who's going to be a leader. I want someone with good energy. They want both. One is not enough. Recently, I had an open role, and I had to place somebody in it. And so I started asking my teams around this one particular candidate. And they said, she's really good at her job. She has the skills to do any of these different open roles that we have. But then people also said, but I love working with her. She really listens to people on the team. She really wants to be part of a bigger thing. She's just a ray of sunshine when she comes in the morning. And I literally had people following me into the bathroom, texting me at night, instant messaging me, begging for me to put them on her team because she was a joy to be around. Are you a joy to be around every day at work? Finally, I tell people, what's the thing that brings you energy in your job? What's that one thing that you don't mind spending an extra hour or two a week doing? What's that thing that comes really easily to you that feels like you were made to do it? The people I've seen who are the most successful and get promoted know what that thing is, and they spend a disproportionate amount of their time and energy on it. They might be a researcher, but they know that building people and teams really energizes them, and so they spend a lot more time building into people. When they figure out what that thing is, people take notice, and it tends to bring them more joy and help them do their job better. These three things may sound really cliche, because they are, but they're cliches because they work. Over hundreds of people that I've witnessed have had these three things in common. And it doesn't matter if you work at P&G, or you're stocking shelves at Kroger, or you're a dental hygienist. It doesn't matter. The tips are the same. So I'd ask you, are you doing your job well every day? Are you a joy to be around? And do you know what one thing in your job brings you energy?